What's up, Tech Gang? Stefan here from TechRight. In this video, we're going to be going over the pros and cons of the new Motorola Edge Plus 2023. Stay tuned. Alright everyone, hopefully you guys are having a good day. Hopefully everyone is safe out there. We have some pros and cons on this device, and I'm going to give a little bit of a spoiler away, but I think this is one of the easiest phones I've ever used to just absolutely love. I love this device so far. There are going to be a few cons on it, however, but honestly, I've overall really liked this device. So for those cons that I'm going to put on here, they're kind of nitpicky, but yeah, just really liking this device so far, and I'm sure you guys are going to see that in the pros. But without further ado, we're going to start going over the pros on this device. So first and foremost, I think one thing that I really liked about this device is its sophisticated design language. It looks really business oriented or suited, which I really like this. It kind of reminds me of the OnePlus 10, to be quite honest, and I think a lot of people were talking about that as well, but I really do like, I think it's called like interdimensional black or something. Let me know in the comment section down below. I forgot the name. Beautiful color on here. Absolutely love that it doesn't leave fingerprints on it. However, it is a bit slippy, so if you guys are going to pick up the Edge Plus, make sure to get a case because this will definitely slip out of your hand. I kind of am mad that I didn't pick up the case with this device when I got it, but they do have some good ones on Amazon. But I really like the design language. I like how the camera module and the emblem right here shine and glisten, and then we kind of just have like this matte back right here that doesn't leave too many fingerprints. But other than that, I feel like the display as well, we're gonna get into that in a second, but I think the display just meshes very well with this, and I do like curved displays. I know a lot of people do like flat ones, but I think this is a really nice overall looking design language on this phone. I really do like it. I think Motorola did a great job on it. Our second pro on this device is that we have a beautiful display on here, and I've been just putting some awesome wallpapers on here, and they look great. Everything looks really great. It's not the highest PPI. It has a 395 PPI, but for anybody that wants, you know, a luxury type of phone or a flagship phone, this is going to be top notch for you guys. I think you guys are going to really enjoy this. Whether you're watching TV shows, watching YouTube and stuff like that, you're going to have an HDR display if the video is HDR compatible, or if you're watching something on Netflix that is using HDR as well. I believe we do have like downscaled 2160p on here on YouTube, and it looks really good. So beautiful display on here. Another thing about the display, we obviously have a 165 hertz on this display, and there's going to be a con about that in the cons in a second, so wait for that. But it's great that we have a 165 hertz display. Definitely can notice the difference between this and 120 hertz. Beautiful, love it. I hope more applications are compatible with that later on. Next thing, 1300 nits on this display. So especially in the summertime, walking around with this phone, it's gonna be bright, especially where I'm at in California, bright and sunny. This is going to be absolutely visible in direct sunlight. So love that. There's many other devices that are not, so great that we have a decent nittage on here. Going to our next pro, and I think this is the most obvious one. Obviously, the Motorola Edge Plus 2023 was released at $799, and even at that price tag, I thought it was pretty good. Let me know what you guys think. But right now at Best Buy and Amazon, you can actually get this device for $699. So at $699, I think this is an unbeatable phone. I think somebody was talking about it in my community tab, but this is absolutely, I can agree with them. This is absolutely the best value or bang for buck in a phone right now. I really can't find any other phone that can give this much value. Obviously, we have the Pixel 6a and the Pixel 7a, but you don't really get the chipset and all the other goodies and premium stuff inside this phone. You know, you don't really get that type of stuff that you get in here. So really, for a flagship device, if you guys are looking for a flagship device, this is pretty much the best bang for buck one. Our fourth pro on this device, this has an excellent battery life. This is going to absolutely last you 2 days, and this charges up very quickly as well. The other thing about that is we do have a charger inside the box. Not only does this charge at a rate of 68 watts with its fast charging, but you actually get the fast charger inside of the box. Now this is something that we do still see on a few budget phones, but even the Galaxy A14 and the Galaxy A54, Galaxy A34, and many other devices, they do not have the charger in the box, let alone the fast charger in the box. So Motorola really did it up with this phone and actually put a charger and the data cable inside of there as well. So kudos to Motorola for doing that. That was absolutely a game changer. Absolutely love that. I feel like many other people would have went on Amazon and had to spend another $40 or $50 to get that rate of charger with like Anchor or something like that. So that was great to see in there. Next pro inside of here, I know we have a lot of pros. The fifth pro is that we have the Snapdragon Gen 2 processor inside of here and 8 gigabytes of RAM. And you guys are going to see in the game review that this actually looks really decent. Everything is running great. You can run it on the highest graphical settings and Genshin Impact and Call of Duty Mobile and all these other games. And you know, I know most people are not really going to be using this phone for that type of thing, but if you have a ton of different windows open, you're playing your video games, you're doing all of that, you're going to have more than enough power with the Snapdragon Gen 2. And just in case if you guys are doing taxing things on this device, you guys are going to have so much power inside of here for that $699 price tag. So again, the Snapdragon Gen 2, pretty much the best out right now. Absolutely love to see it. Our next pro is going to be the storage inside this device, and it's pretty decent. The base storage configuration on this device, I know some people may not like this because they may want a cheaper version, but the base storage configuration inside of here is 512 gigabytes, which is insane. Absolutely love to see it. Kind of like a slap in the face to Apple, since they still have like a base 256, or even some of their devices, I think base 128. So we have a base half a terabyte inside of the Motorola Edge Plus. So this is going to be great, you know, to download all your applications, store your photos, store your videos, your files, your notes, your emulators, all that type of stuff. This is going to have ample storage inside of here. So if you're that type of person that downloads tons of applications, takes tons of photos and videos, you're going to have more than enough memory. And the last pro I want to talk about on this phone, we can go on and on and on to the break of dawn. No, we can go on about the pros in this, but this would be like a 40-50 minute video. But the last pro I do want to mention, and I thought this was pretty cool, is that we actually do have decent support on this device. And especially in the past on other Motorola devices, they really haven't had that great of support, in particular like the mid-range and budget devices, and even some of the flagship devices in the timely manner that they do things. And that's going to be in the cons as well, but it looks like we secured on the Motorola Edge Plus right here 3 years of operating system updates and 4 years of bi-monthly security patches. So the bi-monthly security patches, love to see that. That's very nice that we're going to get that consistent of updates. But we have Android 13 on this, and it looks like we're going to go all the way up to Android 16 as well. The timely manner, however, I'm not sure in what time frame they're going to do it in. And that is going to bring us into the cons that we have on the Motorola Edge Plus. The first one, segueing into it, is Motorola doesn't have the greatest track record of timeliness drops. So I'm hoping that if anybody has this device or any other Motorola devices, that they just put the stress on Motorola, on whether it's Instagram, whether it's the customer support, whether it's Twitter, that you guys really drop messages to them and ask them to update their phones if they're not giving out updates in a timely manner, because they've done this in the past and I hope they don't do it. But I think that's the first con, is that the timeliness of their updates, and that's strictly just for Motorola. They haven't shown their true colors on this device yet. I'm hoping it's going to be different, and I'm hoping this device is going to be a change of light. So yeah, that's the first con on this device. Second con on this device, and I think I mentioned it a little bit earlier, but many apps do not support 165 Hertz. Yes, we have a beautiful refresh rate on here. It's higher than 120, obviously higher than 90. And for the price tag, it's great to see that we have that type of refresh rate. But 165 Hertz isn't supported on virtually any application. So that kind of sucks. I know typing and different stuff like that, and going through your drop down bar menu and your notifications and all that stuff, you see it on there, but I really hope to see it on certain games and certain applications later on. So that's the second con. And the last con on this device, and really I don't think it's a big deal. I really don't think it's the hugest deal in the world. Maybe one of them will be, but we have two different things that are not on this device that I really hope that would be on this device. And the first one is a headphone jack. So as you guys see at the bottom of the phone, we do not have a headphone jack. Now we can fix that by getting some earbuds that are capable of USB Type-C integration. So you guys can go ahead and purchase them online and use the USB Type-C. But if you guys are trying to charge your phone, you're going to need a dongle and all these different things, and it just takes up a lot of space. So no headphone jack on here. That's the first con of this third con right here. That's the first part, I guess. The second one is going to be that there's no SD card support on here. And this one is really not that much of a big deal than the first one. It's not bigger than the first just because we have ample storage in here. We have 512 gigabytes, but I know there's going to be some crazy heavy users on their devices that need more storage. So kind of sucks that we don't have an SD card for those people, but for most people, you're going to be 100% fine and you're going to have more than enough storage. So those were my pros and cons on the Motorola Edge Plus 2023. If you guys have this device, obviously, if anybody has questions and I don't answer them straight away, help each other out in the comment section down below. And also, let me know what you think about the Motorola Edge Plus 2023. But thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you do have a beautiful day. This has been Safon from TechRight. Peace out, Tech Gang.